Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first live broadcast for today. Apologize for being a little late. I just got off a coaching session with one of my students who was communicating with a very, very hot prospect on LinkedIn. And it went so amazingly well. It was textbook. And before the end of the day, I expect to hear that they closed the sale. So at any rate, let's jump right into this. Last night, we had our second session of boot camp where we talked about connecting with people. Tomorrow night, it's all about communicating with people. All right, so for those of you that are in boot camp, if you got any questions, please pop them in the chat window. Okay, so James has a bunch and Mohammed has something going on too, and so does Debbie. So we'll pop in, we'll take a look at those. And Bunny has something going on too. And Dennis, I will send you the link to our coaching session at 11. Just keep your eye on our Zoom, I'm sorry, our LinkedIn chat, and it'll be there right before we start. Okay, now, what's happening on LinkedIn, and we talked about this last night, is, and D, let's see if D is here. D made a really phenomenal post on LinkedIn. When you accept a connection request on LinkedIn and get a sales pitch within 5 minutes. All right, and that's what's happening. LinkedIn closed the account of this person after he sent this message to hundreds of people. By any chance, would you be interested in taking a look at the largest online shopping club in North America? Blah, 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 blah. So for those of you that are building a Maluka business, I just want to give you a snapshot of what other people in your company are doing. And it's not just isolated to people in Maluka, because distributors from all kinds of companies are doing the same thing. LinkedIn closed this account after he sent it to hundreds of people. Thanks for connecting. Would you like to know about an opportunity? Nice to connect. Would you be interested in the side hustle if it doesn't interfere with what you're doing? Just throwing it out there. I'm looking for entrepreneurial people. I just need 3 more to qualify me as director. And probably the most universally sent, I may be completely off base here, but I'm just curious, to keep your options open to making money, would you be at all open to a side project? These kinds of messages are the reason why you don't want to have anything on your profile about your business. How would you like to be paid generous commissions? Now, last night in boot camp, we talked about the holiday scripts and the holiday strategies. Now, Monday was Columbus Day in the United States, and it was Canadian Thanksgiving. And so using the holiday strategy to start conversations is one way to connect or reconnect with people. So in October, there are over 50 holidays that you could be using to start conversations. There are official holidays, and then there are unofficial holidays. Now, when you jump into the toolbox for boot camp, we list all kinds of holidays. Today is National Farmers Day. Thursday is World Egg Day. I'd stay away from No Bra Day. But this is just one example of holidays. And we gave everybody a website to another, a link to another website where they list dozens and dozens and dozens. So yesterday was National Sausage Pizza Day. Let's go back over here. National Sausage Pizza Day, that's not listed here. We got these off of another website. It's my party day. Southern Food Heritage Day. National Face Your Fears Day. International Coming Out Day. Today, it's National Farmers Day. And tomorrow, I would stay away from this one, No Bra Day. Friday, it's National Dessert Day. So you have plenty of opportunities to let people know it's a holiday. And I got to tell you, it's an easy way to start a conversation, restart a conversation, all the way till the end of the month. And then we move into November. The big holidays are Thanksgiving, Veterans Day, but then you got all the unofficial days. And December, the same thing. Last night, we introduced the concept of posting. And instead of posting static motivational images, add GIF to the end of each source. So what we want to start doing is we want to start posting moving images that are motivating. These are going to get you more reach, more exposure. With everybody that you're connected to on LinkedIn, as well as Facebook. And same thing goes for the project launch scripts. You can be, but they only work when it's used with the right people. If you're not talking to 10, 15, 20 people a day, you could be. And if you're not closing at least one person a week, that should be your goal, minimum. You're either talking to the wrong people or you're saying the wrong things. Because ultimately, that's what it's all about. So I want to thank Dee for that. If we come up here. And we go over and look at these posts. So she's posting things. And it must be under activity. This is the way you put yourself out there. Here it is, right here. It's all about conversation. It's all about putting yourself out there, making connections. Now, whether you create it or somebody else does, putting content out there that people can appreciate. It's the whole thing. But first and foremost, you have to be putting yourself out there as someone that has credibility. somebody that when people look at the profile can say, wow, this is somebody I need to pay attention to. Okay. So I'm going to log out of my account and I'm going to give you some different examples of just how this works. All right. First, we're going to jump into James' account. All right. Now, and let's look at, this is somebody that so he was able to increase by 7.5%. So right now the guy's happy. But even though he thinks he's making a little bit more money with inflation, not the case. But again, he is following his career. And all this means is he isn't necessarily a candidate to bring into your business this month. But that doesn't preclude the fact that in months to come, the job may not turn out to be what he thought it was. Now, before we go into the conversations, let's come over here. And look at your post. Now, you just did this one. And the other day I did this one. So, and look at your results. Okay, look at your results. Somebody actually reposted it. You got 1,252 impressions. More people saw it. 200 impressions. 152 impressions. 36. Well, this just went out. 36 impressions. Look at the difference when you post something that moves. And now you have all these people over here that liked it, that loved it. Now, these are all your first level connections. This is an opportunity to reach out and connect with people. Not to mention the fact that there were some people that liked it that you're not connected to. So let's just take a peek. All right, now look at this. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is somebody that you reached out to June of last year. So the last time you talked to him or attempted to talk to him was in September of last year. And this has all been one-sided. You're sending him messages and he's not responding from a year ago. But now this is an opportunity to make the connection because he saw something that you did that he liked. And at the same point in time, so let's look. Let's look at his profile. Last time you sent a message, August the 7th. But he hasn't responded. Well, you got his attention because he saw this and he liked it. Store manager. So he's been working there for 1 year and now he's looking for another job. Okay, now. You get to restart the conversations. For those of you that are my students, if you go back and look into your into your chat history, you are going to find hundreds, if not hundreds of people, conversations that you started that you need to pick up on. Let's come up here and look at Aaron. So let's take a look at Aaron's profile. It's amazing how people will open up and tell you things.
Hi, Matt.
Okay. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am, well, after this session that I did this morning with somebody, I'm on fire. So let's take, so you're talking to Aaron, and the thing is that what you're trying to do, remember, you're looking for leaders. Okay. So the question with him is he's got all of this government stuff. And looking at, he owned his own company. Okay, so he's got a varying background. Now, you know enough about him. We look at the message. I want you to notice what's happening. Sometimes you're seeing a doubling up of messages. It's because LinkedIn is shifting over to a whole new platform. It's kind of like you're driving down the interstate and it's a 6-lane highway on each side, and they've got everything restricted to 2 lanes because they're making changes. So we can close one because it's just a duplication. So he's been in active recovery. So what we did was Okay, so the bottom line is he's looking for work. So you reached out to him in July of 2021. And reached out to him again in January, no response. September, he writes back. Apologize, it's been the most unique background. I'm in a reset mode. So you sent him this. Why did you leave? You'll ask, why'd you close your company? Okay, so he burned out. And now he tells you. Somebody would never admit to this if you met him in the Chamber of Commerce meeting. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's go up to quotes about overcoming obstacles. Okay. So here, let's take this one, Stephen Covey. So we're going to copy this. And I'm going to come back over here. Now, if I post that in there, now, happy to hear. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go right into the project launch script. Now, your timing couldn't be better for you. Now, I'm about now, what we're not going to do is we're not going to mention money. Instead, we're going to say, Now, first, right? Instead of asking, what do you know about network marketing? First, you want to ask him, would you like to know more about this? When he comes back and he says yes, and you know he will. You know he will. Then the next question is going to be, what experience have you had with network marketing? And then what you do is you come back and it's conversation. So I thought you would be. So what experience have you had with companies like network marketing? Once you get the answer to that, you're now in a position to go into explaining the business based on what his response is to your initial project launch script. Now, on a daily basis, we're going to up the ante. All right. Every day, we need to be reaching out to new people. First message, second message. But now, every day, we want to find 3 or 4 people that we could move the conversation along to where we're showing the business. Okay. Now, is Aaron wishing you a happy birthday, or are you wishing him?
I think he wished me.
Okay, perfect. So there's a classic example of the birthday strategy. Now you have to decide if you even want to respond to him. Aaron and Sarah.
Just X out of that.
We met ordinary people so that they can get extraordinary income. Okay. Internet mentors, LinkedIn, authority expert. They've been doing it for 25 years. So they're really not candidates for your business.
I think they're already network marketing.
Right, right.
I
However,
think we established that in the messages.
well, you establish it by looking at the cover.
Yeah.
So all you can do to learn a little bit more about them okay, what network marketing company
I think I asked them that already. You might want to look at the messages.
did they ever tell you?
I don't think so. Maybe not. Okay. Nope.
Okay. What network marketing company are you working with? But you're not going to spend a nanosecond with these people. Now, let's go back. All right, let's go over to Dave.
Got an A in there. He was with IKEA for a long, long time. They eliminated his job. Now he's got another job, but I asked him what he was doing. He's if you'll look right there, he says it's time to put retail behind him. So
here, we just wrote to this guy. And we said, why are you leaving your job? Now he saw it. If he answers you, we can move forward. If he doesn't answer you, then He's not worth your time. So here, sales manager. Retail furniture, not much fun. So again, this is somebody that you've been talking to since December of last year. Okay. So that was in December. So this was on Tuesday.
Yeah, he
Okay.
came back out of the blue.
Right, and they will. So not as much fun. I think it's time to put retail behind me. Why? Why? Don't be in a hurry to hit them with your presentation yet. Why? Now, when he comes back and tells you, then you're 1-2 steps away from being able to bring up the fact that you've got something very, very special. Folks, there is a I wouldn't waste my time right now.
Okay.
I really wouldn't. There are easier people to be talking to. We want to go for the low hanging fruit. Okay. So here,
Okay.
you know, here, okay. How long have you been on LinkedIn? What do you do? No, okay. So we could go into a whole thing. Okay. He's making, you know, he's, okay. So if we wanted to, again, continue over sales business development consultant. So you look at his back. I'm looking for new opportunity. So he's been looking for over a year. All right. So again, the easy way to do this is you want to find people that are not so high up in the corporate structure. Okay, you have more credibility with people in mid-range employment than the average person because of your background and your history. So you want to leverage that.
Okay.
All right. So you have to recognize the earlier. Now here. Why are you looking to leave retail? Now, this is how fast the process goes. And what you have to do is you have to determine who you're going to talk to based on what's on their profile. And we need to be moving these conversations along. I made some great friends. Is that anything? Okay, so you turn around and look at Ashley. Grow your business with the power of organic lead generation. Well, you need lead generation like you need a hemorrhoid. Okay, so the question is this her business? So she's been doing this for 10 months. She's an author. Okay, so you're always looking for the people for what do they do? So while she's doing all of this, she was an IT support specialist. And she's a web designer. Okay, so is there possibility? Sure there is. Sure there is. Where you'd want to go with that is what's her background? Let me come over here. I've got it. I promise, bun me. Let me unmute her really quick.
Hi, Max.
Hey, good morning. What's the email address that you used to get into your account?
ODARA.
Here it is right here.
No, the second one. DARA.
Should pop up.
You have to take the password out for it to pop up.
MA. Oh, that's it.
Okay. So you wanted me to look.
Nikki.
How do you spell that?
NIKKI. She's the esthetician that we talked about.
Right.
She responded.
Okay. So, phenomenal prospect. Because if you go back and you look at her profile, you see, and I told you this, that she was very successful in network marketing, but back when she was doing it, You know, I look at so many of these that I thought it was, I thought it was in here. She had something about she took it out. She took it out because I remember that she was, and she did very, very well.
Was it her?
I'm almost positive it was. Okay, so basically what we want to do
I know she opened recently. She said a brick and mortar, but I think this, this might really help even her brick and mortar business if she's open to it.
yes, it will. Well, yes, it was, but I'm out of time.
Yeah.
Can you come back at 4?
Okay.
Come back at 4 and I'll show you what to do with her. Because basically, many years ago, she tried network marketing.
Yes.
Well, back when she tried it, it was old school.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to show her today with everything that she loves to do, she could be amazingly successful. And what do we want to do? We want to get her to look at your business, period. That's it.
Yes.
And then coupled with the fact that you're about to launch a special project.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
as we thought, great prospect, and you're communicating very, very well.
Yes.
Time and energy is the biggest challenge. Social network marketing, you have 2 or 3 things going on. Social networking is overwhelming, not the way you do it.
Yes.
Not, great choice. So come back at 4 and I'll help you. As far as the rest of you, oh yeah, James, we are. Right, I will catch up to all of you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.